there everybody, my name is Kyle and welcome to the very first video on this channel. Today, we're gonna unbox a bunch of Squier guitars and basses. And the reason for that is I have always kind of secretly been a fan of Squier guitars. My very first guitar ever was a Squier Affinity Fat Strat all the way back in 2003. Man, I am old. 20 years, officially. As soon as I knew that I wanted to kind of jump into this new tone chasing journey, that is where I looked, and I kind of just happened to luck out because a retailer called Pro Audio Star was blowing out a bunch of Squier classic vibe and vintage modified guitars. They were all listed as open box, so I just went ahead and bought a bunch of them for the prices that they were blowing them out at. There was no possible way for me to lose. So we have 6 guitars in total to unbox. And I also have 2 guitars over here to basically show you guys real quick because I bought these before I found that sale. I bought them used on Guitar Center's website, and I wanted to share those with you guys as well. So let's start with the very first one. All right, guys, so this is the Squier Classic Vibe Jazzmaster, and this is the first guitar that I bought when I kind of started this tone chase. I bought it a couple of weeks ago. I had never played a Jazzmaster before, but I've always thought that they looked awesome, and players in the bands that I like Title Fight, and also Alex from Gaslight Anthem play Jazzmasters, and I just figured, you know what, why don't I start there? Because I've had Strats, I've had Telecasters, I've never had a Jazzmaster. I got this guitar for $299 after shipping and tax off Guitar Center's used website. It showed up, still had plastic on the bridge plate here, and really it just basically looks like it's been unplayed. Like there's not scratching. Well, there's a little bit of scratching on the pick guard, but overall, there are no dings on the guitar. There are no real signs of wear other than surface scratching. And honestly, this guitar has been cool right off the bat. The only thing that I've had to do is oil the fretboard, which I actually need to do again. It came out of the box super dry, had a lot of fret sprout going on, and I kind of knew that oiling the fretboard and kind of saturating it or moistening, I actually don't know exactly what word that I'm looking for at the moment, but yeah, getting the fretboard oiled up, as I've said like 3 times already, I think that that's going to fix really the only issue that I have with this guitar, and that is the fret sprout and the dry feeling fretboard. So a couple more applications and we should be good, but yeah, I'm gonna plug each guitar in briefly and show you how they sound. For that, I am using Classic 20 Mini Head. This is an awesome workhorse guitar amp, and I've always thought that this was a great sounding amp, not only for high gain stuff, which a lot of people might not know. It's got a really good high gain channel, especially once you boost it, but the clean channel on here has always been excellent, and I'm excited to finally tap into that clean channel for my own uses. We are going into the matching PV212. I have actually put a Celestion Alnico Cream in that cabinet. We are miking it up with a Royer R121 and an SM57. And for effects, I actually have a Neural Quad Cortex down here on the floor just to run some simple drive and time and modulation effects. But yeah, let's go ahead and hear how this guitar sounds. We are on the bridge pickup. All right, so that's actually super spanky. It's definitely spankier than I was expecting. I was expecting the guitar to be a little fuller on the bridge pickup. Middle position and neck position. Real quick, I should say, I am not a very good guitar player, so if you're expecting crazy blues licks or anything like that. So let's go ahead and kick on an overdrive. Getting some nice buzz. Let's kick it in the middle. All right, I like that middle position a lot better. That actually sounds pretty cool. All right, let's see what happens when we kick this into high gain. Woo! we got some noise, but it actually doesn't sound too bad for the really high gain stuff. I'm using a Friedman BEOD sim on the Quad Cortex. Rolling the volume back a little bit and maybe the tone. All right, that's not too bad. It's a little muddy with the tone rolled off, but it does the high gain thing a lot better than I thought it would. The guitar plays well. It's still settling in, like I said. I think I need another neck adjustment because the strings are sitting a little bit too low as they are now, but overall, man, I'm happy with this thing, and it's a really unique sound that I've never experienced before. Okay guys, this second guitar in my Squier Bonanza here is a vintage modified Stratocaster, and this cable is going to drive me nuts, but it's all I have right now. It is a great cable. It's from Happy Cable Company, but it's right angled on the end here, so oops. But anyways, yeah, I have always loved the look of a black Strat with a black pickguard and a maple neck. Like, I don't know what it is, it just really stands out to me. So when I saw this used on Guitar Center's website for 229 bucks, went ahead and jumped on it, especially because it looked like it was in good condition, and it is in good condition. Another thing that drew me to this guitar is it has the Duncan design pickups in it, which Duncan design pickups are generally pretty good in my experience. So it's not even like it came with cheap unbranded Squier pickups. It came with decent pickups to start right off the bat. Let's go ahead and hear it again, full clean. Go to that second position. All right, that one sounds a little subdued. We are on the middle position now. That middle pickup is nice and mellow, actually. It sounds pretty good. Neck and middle position. Pretty full, sounds good. And the neck position, which is my actually favorite on a Strat typically. All right, yeah, not too bad. Let's go ahead and kick that overdrive on. Not too bad, and let's hit a high gain tone. That is surprisingly chunky for a single coil, honestly. I'm gonna roll that tone back just a little bit. That sounds better than I was thinking it was going to for the high gain stuff, like really kind of impressive. Finally, I forgot with the Jazzmaster, but I do have a little bit of a time-based effects thing going on here. Not bad at all. Once I get this guitar set up and playing a little bit better, I really think that this is gonna be kind of one of the ones that I lean into a little bit more. I'm really happy with this thing overall. I think it sounds really good. And at $229, yeah, that's a tough value to beat. Super happy. On to the first unboxing. All right, guys, so the first one was actually purchased not from Pro Audio Star, but from Musician's Friend. After I purchased all these other ones, this came up on Stupid Deal of the Day, and I figured at the price, why not? Really have no idea what to expect from this guitar at all, to be 100% honest. It's very light, very light. Well, I ripped it already, so I guess we're just gonna do this. All right, so guitar unboxing number one is a Squier FSR Bullet Telecaster. Dude, this, oh, that finish is actually really nice. Nice and sparkly blue. I really like that. This is actually very, very light too. Super light. The back feels like it doesn't really have any sort of finish on it whatsoever. and we've got a good amount of fret sprout. But yeah, this came up on Musician's Friends, stupid deal of the day, 129 bucks. I have found that I really like the sound of Telecasters, and I am down to kind of mod this thing out a little bit. This also has that Indian Laurel fingerboard, and it also feels very, very dry right off the bat. But yeah, I am really digging that finish. So go ahead and plug it in and see how it sounds real quick. Definitely not in tune. All right, so off the bat, maybe the intonation is a little bit out, but doesn't sound bad. Looking down the neck, looks like the neck could... No, I think it's actually pretty good. It just looks like the action maybe needs lowered at the bridge a little bit, but otherwise... How about the neck pickup? All right, so that actually sounds a little bit muddy, a little bit subdued. It's already starting to fall out of tune a little bit, but overall, not terrible. Let's go to our time-based. All right, so yeah, it's falling out of tune real quick. Action is pretty high. Not a joy to play out of the box, but we're gonna go ahead and fix that. On to the next. All right, I think this is probably the one that I'm most excited about, to be honest. Now again, this one is from Pro Audio Star as well. The rest of them, B. I don't really think that that was a proper sentence, but oh well. There she is. Classic vibe, two-tone sunburst Stratocaster. Man, that is a good looking guitar on the camera, I will tell you that. I'm not really sure why, but when it comes to Stratocasters, I think that just the two-tone sunburst has always been my favorite. It's just a really classy, understated looking finish. And man, this one just looks great. It's got some depth to the wood grain there. The neck has that caramelized maple, I believe. I don't believe it's baked maple. I believe it's like that caramelized maple. A little bit of grain to the neck. A little bit of grain in the fretboard as well. So yeah, really nice and classy looking guitar. Let's hear it for a second. All right, so again, this is supposed to be an open box. There is a little bit of corrosion on the strings. My E and my G string are both kind of getting that weird little ping. So not pretty on the open chords. But nice and jangly on that bridge pickup. Let's hit that neck again. Sounds like it's also in need of an intonation. Not used to playing on nines. I think I like the neck pickup on this one better already. Let's hit that high gain tone again real quick just for fun. Yeah, it's a little bit sparklier and spankier. Man, these Strats still do high gain surprisingly well. again, up to the time-based thing. Alright, so overall, this one sounds really, really good, but I think I just need to change the strings out and give it a good intonation, because it's a little bit goofy, especially on those higher strings and getting that ping. But I think this is the one that I'm the most excited about, the one I'm most looking forward to kind of setting up to my liking and experimenting with. So yeah, Squier Classic Vibe 50s Strat two-tone sunburst. Alright, so none of these actually have the original markings on them anymore, except for that Strat. I'm pretty sure I know which one this is, and I'm the most curious about this one because it's really outside of my wheelhouse. So, alright guys, so things are getting interesting because this guitar is not what I ordered. Yeah, this is definitely not the guitar that I ordered. That is really interesting. Looks to be another Squier vintage classic vibe Strat. This is a 60s model instead of the 50s, which is what the Sunburst was. This is not what I ordered though. What I ordered was the Paranormal Telecaster. Well, technically I ordered two more guitars, but this is not anything that I had actually ordered. So I'm gonna have to get a hold of Pro Audio Star because this is not what I wanted. We're actually not even going to plug this in because it's basically the same guitar as the 50s, just with a fatter neck. The pickups might be a little bit different, but I don't believe I'm going to be keeping this guitar. Going to try to get the one that I actually ordered. So that was an interesting twist. All right, guys, so this is the last guitar. Let's hope that there are no crazy surprises. At this point, I don't even know which guitar to expect if we're being 100% honest. This one is also bubble wrapped, like it was returned. Really interesting. So yeah, this at least is a guitar that I did order. This one was definitely like returned or something, which I have absolutely no issue with because I bought it as an open box. Yeah, whoever packed this, what are you doing? So yeah, this is the Paranormal Telecaster. In person, I actually kind of like it better than I thought it would. Yeah, this thing has fingerprints and play marks all over it. So somebody actually probably had this in their possession for quite some time before they returned it. But again, this was over 50% off of the retail price, and they still have the plastic over the pick guard. So once I wipe the fingerprints down and everything, it's gonna basically look brand new. The pickup is sunk really low in the bridge, which is odd, but yeah. Actually, I like how this looks in person. On me, looks really goofy, but let's tune it up and give it a try real quick. It's set up nicely right out of the box. Let's do a little bit of fuzz with that. Doesn't sound bad. Let's try that neck pickup. It's really thick, really warm. Let's go down. Just clean, straight up clean. Oh, that sounds good. Middle position. copyright. But yeah, this one by far and away feels the best out of the box. Really nice rounded neck. It's on the thinner side, definitely on the 60s side. The pickup, the bridge pickup seems really bright and twangy. Setup wise, I don't think I have to do anything. This thing is set up perfectly. Really happy with this one. So yeah, that's the last of the guitars. Unfortunately, the guitar that I did not get was the Paranormal Telecaster model. That's kind of like the semi-hollow with the P90s in it. I believe that it's a fairly new model from Squier. Supposed to get a Pelham Blue one of those, and instead I got a Pelham Blue 60 Stratocaster, so gonna have to hit up Pro Audio Star and see what happened there, because unfortunately I didn't get the guitar that I ordered. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the guitar portion. I'm just gonna show you the basses real quick. We're not gonna go through the unboxing on those, but you will see the basses in like future demos, and I'm gonna mess around with some bass tones and bass effects as well. So let's take a look at those real quick. All right guys, so for the bass guitars, we have the Squier, I forget, 54 Paranormal Series bass, I believe, is the model of this one. This one actually caught my eye right away because this anodized gold pickguard on the black, and I'm a huge jazz bass fan in general. It immediately jumped out at me, and these were getting blown out for $209, so it was kind of a no-brainer at that price. Excuse me. And then over here we have the Classic Vibe Jaguar. This is the short scale bass, actually. It's a 32-inch scale. I've never owned a short scale bass before. I've never actually, I don't think, even sat down and played one extensively, so not 100% sure what the purpose of short scale basses are, but again, this one was like 229 bucks, brand new, so I figured why not? If you guys are experienced with short scale basses, let me know what their best use case scenarios are. But yeah, the jazz bass is gonna come in handy, not only for, you know, the shoegazy, pop punky type stuff that I'm gonna play moving forward, but I can also use this to record my metal style demos too, because jazz basses, in my opinion, are some of the best metal basses. Even though they're a classic Fender design, they just sound really aggressive, especially through the right amp. I've always gravitated towards jazz basses, so yeah, that is everything, guys. Here are the basses in full. So yeah, I don't really know what to do with these because I'm running out of room. I really appreciate you guys hanging out today. If you guys have any suggestions for the channel, please leave them down below in the comments. I want to know what you guys kind of want to see from me along the lines of what I explained to you in the beginning of this video. Again, this is going to be simple format, shorter videos. This one is long because it was unboxing and I had to do the channel intro. If you want to support what I'm doing here, I have affiliate links for Zounds and Sweetwater down in the description of this video, as well as my Discord server. I've got a Facebook group. I've got all sorts of stuff for you guys to click on that greatly helps the channel move forward. Thank you so much for joining me for my very first video today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm very much looking forward to this journey with you guys. Kyle here again. We'll see you next time.